little boy knew that I like these. After that, I don't work. My whole 2 weeks worth of work before I can start getting weekly pay again. I don't know if the kids gonna try to get over on you because you were sub, you on your way to the job. Teacher can cancel at any moment. It's your job a little harder, especially if you already got a class and you scrambling. Give that child the best version, of you that day. And she gonna call me by my first name. I'm not doing that. What it do, man? More gang, it's your girl Bianca Shanice, and we're back with a new video. If you're new here, hello, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video, I will be talking about the cons of being a sub. If that is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned and keep on watching. I'm assuming since you're watching this video, you are curious to know about the cons of subbing. And if not, you're just here because you love me so much. Thank you, friend. I love you too. I want to be honest, y'all. Becoming a substitute teacher has been a job that I never thought I would see on my resume. But in 2024, I stepped out on faith, and your girl had to get a second job, and I have been persuaded to see what substitute teaching was about. So far, it's been pretty good. I will say being a sub is very challenging, and it comes with pros and cons. Disclaimer, I would like to go ahead and apologize if I'm not able to cover all the cons in this video, but here's a few that I have experienced or have seen. Hey, y'all, let's go ahead and get to this video. So y'all, they be having these little donut thingies. Y'all, they be 10 out of 10. And this little boy knew that I like these. Oh, good. Are these the same thing? I don't know, but anyway, let's go and get into the video. So the first con is when you first start teaching, you have to work 2 weeks in a hole before you get paid. And let's say I work this whole week, then all the next week I will get weekly pay. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Don't stay on weekly pay because that's going to be a pro, but that's for another video. And then let's say the week after that I don't work. I have to restart my whole 2 weeks worth of work before I can start getting weekly pay again. I know why it's like that, but that's how it is. So for me, I feel like to make sure I'm picking up shifts every week so I can get weekly pay. Number 2, waking up early. I'm not a morning person, so sometimes, child, it'd be a struggle for me to get up. And then also you may have to get up a little more earlier too, depending on how far you live from the school. So you also want to consider that too. But just having to get up early is not it for me. I do not like getting up early, especially if I gotta get up before 8 o'clock. I do not like it. I do it, but I do not like it. Third con, you don't know what kind of class you're gonna get. You do not know what kind of class you're gonna get. You can have a good day or you can have a bad day. Yeah, you have a good day, you can have a bad day. You don't know if the kids is gonna try to get over on you because you were sub. So I try to come in with the open mind. I pray that when I walk into that class, the classroom is a good class. They're very respectful, they do their work, they listen, and we'll be good. But you don't know what kind of class you're gonna get. The fourth one, you can get reassigned. You see a job, you accept it, and that same day, a couple days later, or if you on your way to the job, the teacher can cancel at any moment. It sucks, but it's still not a bad thing because it's always jobs coming up constantly. And so like if you had a day and the lady canceled it and then another job pick up, you can pick that one up on that same day. Number 5, this is the one that really grinds my gears. I really haven't experienced it, but I feel like I've been subbing long enough to know this is a must. It's when teachers do not leave sub plans and schedules. So basically, like a printout of like with times and all that the class have to do that day makes your job a little harder, especially if you already got a class that is not a good class. They won't do what they want to do. You trying to figure out what time they do such and such, what do they need to be doing, and you scrambling. When I was in training, they did tell us that sometimes it's good for you to, have your own like backup work for each grade, especially like the grades that you normally like teach, like have backup work. So just in case the teacher don't leave any plans or schedule. But 9 times out of 10, the students already got a routine. They already kind of know. Sometimes they probably try to get over on you and try to do other stuff, but they already kind of got a routine. They already kind of know, so they can be real helpful in certain situations. Number 6. I don't know if they can do this, but I feel like it would be helpful for the subs, is like basically teachers leaving notes about certain kids who have special needs, ADHD, behavior issues, because you going into the class blindly, not knowing, sometimes you can kind of pick up on things and sometimes you just can't, and that child may need a little bit extra, more work or a little more attention. But I do feel like that teachers should do that, so you can know how to handle those kids, and build up that patience, or whatever you feel like you need to do to be able to give that child the best version of you that day. That's how I look at it, but maybe I could be wrong, but I do feel like they should. Because, sometimes you be wondering why certain kids doing, X, Y, and Z, and then there's some other underlying conditions, and not saying that their underlying conditions is an excuse for them to act the way they act, but sometimes you might have to take a different approach. The reason why I say that is because I am a mother of a special needs child, and how you will typically handle a child that doesn't have disabilities or special needs or any other type of issues, you can kind of be more firm, direct, they can receive it a little bit better, or they understand fully what you're trying to, say, versus other kids that you probably just have to take a different take in the approach, of the situation. Number 7, last but not least, teachers and students not respecting you because you're younger, or because you just a sub and they feel like you don't know anything. That is true, but I still feel like you should still have some type of respect. Somebody is trying to sub for your class, or you see another person, a human being, like the human decency. I don't know, sometimes do teachers feel threatened? I personally haven't experienced none of that type of behavior. Thank God. Every school I taught at, every child I came in contact with, a child gonna be a child, but I haven't really dealt with like blatantly disrespect or, teachers trying to belittle me. To be honest, they are more so helpful. If I don't know anything, I think that's why when I first started, even sometimes I still get kind of anxious, like when I'm working at a new school or dealing with a new class, because it's like, I don't know their system, you new to them, so you coming in their space, so it's like, I just want to do right. I know I'm not going to be perfect, My main thing is getting through the schedule, If they don't finish, it's okay. You want to stay on top of the schedule. But I haven't experienced, disrespect or anybody. Like I said, mainly everybody has been very helpful. last week. This won't disrespect or anything, but you know, little stuff like, you know, you gotta, you know, be firm too, because on my badge my name is up there, and so I put on the board that my name was Miss Purvis. So of course, you know, these students can, you know, some of them can read, and she was like, your name is, you know, such and such. I was like, yes. And so in class teaching them or whatever, and she gonna call me by my first name. I'm not doing that. So I said, my name is Miss Purvis. That's why I'm like for y'all to call me. So she was like, okay. And so then she called me by my name again. I said, such and such, I asked you not to call me by my first name. I asked you to call me by my last name, and you still are doing it. So I put her name on the board, and I said, you can work to get your name from off the board, but basically you got to kind of make an example out of some of them. Not like, you know, like an example like that, but you got to let them know that like you don't do that. But these are a few cons that I have seen or experienced. If you got any questions on anything that I said, please feel free to comment down below. Also, please drop some experience that you dealt with, if you are a sub or you have been a sub. See you guys in another video. Goodbye.